Great.
Well, MimiCat, it's great to see you again and great to have you back on Eurovoxx. So I'm curious to know, looking back at your time in Liverpool, I'm sure you've heard this question a million times, but how do you reflect back on it now, like almost a year afterwards? How do you look back on it as a memory?
Yeah, the memory is very happy, you know. It was a very intense time because we lived in the same hotel for 15 days with the same team. We were 15 days there. So before Eurovision starts, we're already on Eurovision mode. But all the experiences is almost indescribable. And it's indescribable. Well, what is it? Indescribable, yeah. Sorry. Because it's really that intense, you know, the contact with the fans, the contact with the other countries, and making friends and trying to make as many appearances as you can to promote your song, to promote yourself. But I would say that the most rewarding experience for me was to share my song and to share the stage with my dancers. And, you know, because they gave it their all. So I know that we were 100%, they're phenomenal. So that, you know, that moment on stage with them is pretty magical. But to know that people connected with us without understanding a word of what we were saying, you know, just by the emotion that we were, you know, feeling and transmitting, it feels amazing. You know, it's the most rewarding experience I've ever had.
That's fantastic. And after that crazy like 2-month period comes to an end, how do you ground yourself? How do you come back down to earth and like take yourself out with the whirlwind?
Yeah, well, it's a bit hard actually because sometimes you don't have time to do that, and I didn't have the time to do that. So I was working right after I came from Eurovision, and I'm not sure I even had the time to process. You know, like I should, you know. But I think that what I did, I always, you know, I'm very rational with these kind of things. I do not get overwhelmed with you know, people recognizing you and you know, everyone talking about you. I don't get, you know, this kind of infatuation sentiment about that. So I'm very rational and I try to be practical. So after I came back, you know, I was okay, so what's the schedule? This is the thing to do. Okay, so in the meantime, you actually, you know, I think that the moment I thought most about Eurovision was this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and rehearsals. Yeah, and rehearsals with the dancers because we were about to perform I Could Song again at Festival. So I think that brought me all the feelings again, you know, and it was very nostalgic for me because it's not going to happen again. So it was very, you know, it's kind of bittersweet actually. But it was lovely. I was so lucky to have this opportunity. So yeah, I think that now I'm processing honestly.
Okay, so a year later.
A year later, I think it's when you close the circle. It's like close. Okay, it ended, definitely ended.
And like you're handing over to the next person.
That's
close
it.
the loop. And last question. So we saw in rehearsals that you did a new, like you said, a new interpretation of I Could Song. So how did you come up with the concept, or what was the idea? You wanted to do a different version, or?
Yeah, I wanted because you know.
What direction you wanted to take it into?
You know, I knew that I wanted to do something different. I love tango and I love sexy vibes on songs, but also a bit twisted. Okay. So, and I wanted to do something that people weren't expecting from the song. So obviously I went to the producer that produced the song with me, and I told him I want to do a tango for my song. But
it works.
Yeah, but it's not. Well. It's not just a tango because we go back to the almost original version. But I also had an orchestra.
Yes.
So I have part of an orchestra. I have string section and I have horn section as well, and I have the choir live. So we're doing it all live, which is amazing. I have the producer playing the piano, my guitarist who recorded the guitar for the song. He's also playing live, so it's like really full circle moment. It's a full circle. I wanted to do like a full circle, but very well.
Okay,
so
fantastic.
Very, very happy with that.
Well, great to see you, and
you too.
all the best.
Yeah, for you too. Big kiss for you guys.